Hey everyone, welcome to Top of the Round Paradigm. My name is Kenan. I am the GM for this campaign. With me we have...
Hi, I'm Nikki, and I play Clover.
Hi, I'm Jordash, and I play Varian.
Hey everyone. Everyone in the house is sick but me, so you get to hear a lot of me in this intro. We have a finale coming, the Book 1 finale, on March 19th. Join us on our Discord just to listen along with us and enjoy the epic conclusion of Book 1. There will be an extended break between books. We will let you know about that in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for listening and letting us know what you think. It means the world. Thank you to Raymond and Mama Mac for episode reviews. Thank you, Schmilster Drew, for the review on last week's episode and the rating on last week's episode. Thank you, Benny, for the comment on Spotify. We greatly appreciate it. If you would like a shout out, and or just to support our show, because leaving us reviews is a really good way to support us, leave us a rating or review, Spotify, Podchaser, or Apple Podcasts. If you would like to support us or get access to additional content that we make, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/toptheround. We have merch. You can find the merch at toterpodcast.com. Click the merch, and then you'll have links to either C1 merch or C2 merch. And I recommend stuff from both. In fact, I am currently cuddled up in one of our map blankets so that I'm not only warm, but I know exactly where I'm going. Maybe, I don't know, Kenan always has something up his sleeve. Also, thank you to our executive producer, Ray, for being an executive producer and being awesome. He also sent Kenan this wicked DM screen via the mail using our P.O. box, which you too can use if you would like to send us stuff. Addressed to White Raven Studios, P.O. Box 603, Circle Pines, Minnesota 55014. Be like Ray. Be cool. Hey folks, make sure to check out the trigger warnings for this episode in the show notes below. I do recommend taking a glance at them this week. This one gets pretty intense, so...
Let's check in with our resident newscaster, Justin, to figure out what happened last time. Justin? You there, buddy?
I don't know where Justin is, but there's a greeting card on the table. Let me open it up. Oh, I think he left us a message. The greeting card says, "A thing of beauty when two hobbies collide. Where the greeting card begins is where the news resides. While near Clover, the Fae will flourish and bloom, but a distance away will spell its doom. On the bike they speed away at an alarming rate, for in Grace they have a very important date. Dodging multiple distractions along the road is where Clover's backstory begins to unload. A fighting pit where children die as the tears form in Clover's eye. A tragic story of being bought and sold can now no longer be untold. An exhausting day, now time to rest. And listen up, because Perth knows best." Huh. Well, I think that's the news. On behalf of Justin, back to you, Kenan.
Thanks, Justin, I guess. Our story continues now. We left off with Varian getting some rest, relaxing, not sleeping, because he doesn't like to.
Just chilling out, maxing, relaxing out, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting some people outside the school. I'll take my hero point.
No.
Here's your hero point.
No.
When a couple of Fae were up to no good.
Start making trouble in the neighborhood.
Oh my god.
One little fight and Volcar got scared. He said you're moving with your auntie and uncle in the material plane.
I want to give you more than one.
Did you actually give him a hero point?
Of course.
You guys are fucking the worst. You're the worst.
It was an in-game reference to the Fresh Prince.
Who's dead?
He's not fresh anymore.
He's not fresh. The unfresh prince. Anyway. He's keeping watch, making sure nothing bad happens, while Clover sleeps peacefully.
Yeah, that's what she was doing.
She's getting the good sleeps.
The very good sleeps. The non-explodey good sleeps. Where nothing inside her brain ever bad happens. That's proper English. Don't at me.
Does Duolingo make English lessons for English speakers?
Could probably use some.
Stop it, I'm mad. Don't make me laugh.
We're going to start with Varian.
Oh.
Give him a
Plot
chance to
twist.
do something. But we are going to start with Varian.
Oh, hey, alright. Take my watchman duties very seriously. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. The World? What's going on in the world that you generate?
As you are on guard duty, roll a perception check.
38.
You hear a twig snap and the sound of something brushing up against the dirt
Where? From where I am.
a little bit behind you to your left.
I'll turn and look while putting one hand on my bow.
As you turn and look, you see a little raccoon, and it freezes and stares at you.
I stare back.
As you gaze into each other's souls, roll a perception check.
Is this raccoon really a raccoon? Nay, 20. So 39.
Damn, Daniel.
Off to a good start. I rolled a 19 and a 20 so far in this episode.
Off to a real good start.
You can tell it's just a raccoon.
You notice that the raccoon's fur has a slightly green tint to it and also has 6 little paws instead of 4. And you see a tiny little 4-leaf clover growing out of the bottom of its neck.
You're a fae, aren't you? Can you speak?
It shakes its head no.
Do you have malicious intent?
It shakes its head no.
Varian will stop and look over towards Clover, then look at the raccoon again and go, are you trying to reach her?
It shakes its head no.
What are you after? I say to the thing that can't speak.
Just passing through.
I thought you couldn't speak.
He lied. That's a liar.
I was gauging if I could trust you or not.
Well, you are quick to trust then.
I want to say too quick. Took you a couple questions.
What? Oh my god. Alright. What court do you belong to?
I guess technically spring. Courts aren't really a thing anymore.
When was the last time you interacted with an archfey?
I've never interacted with an archfey.
I see. Well, have you ever interacted with any of the fae that might be sick?
That might be sick? I'm sure I've interacted with some fae that might be sick. Everyone has the chance. Everyone might be sick. I could be sick. He kind of just looks at the ground and zones out.
Right. Have you ever interacted with a larger fae?
All the time.
Insides were vines, outside was covered in bark, kind of walked around like... it seemed like it was bipedal, but still walked with its arms out in front. Seemed sick. Had flowers on it that were wilting.
Might be Vosh.
Vosh.
I haven't seen him in a while, though.
They don't speak common.
Well, if they're sick, probably not anymore.
Do you know what causes that sickness?
No.
No one does.
No one that I've met.
Is there anything that can be done to help cure it?
Do you know?
I'm asking you because I don't know.
That makes sense. So yeah, I haven't met anyone that knows.
Does it just progressively get worse until they die? Or is it not severe enough to kill anything, just hinder them?
The leading cause of death are those Archon people.
That makes sense.
The leading cause of death.
The leading cause of death is thoughts and prayers. What exactly happens with this sickness?
Well, we kind of lose our form and get all loosey-goosey. And we also get, like, mad. But more than mad. Like an uncontrollable urge, I guess.
So you just become uncontrollably aggressive and attack others. And also lose physically and mentally yourself?
Yeah, from what I've gathered, I mean, I haven't been sick yet, so I don't have personal experience, unless if I am sick.
Well, that sounds very terrible.
It just hasn't gotten to that stage yet.
Well, you can still communicate, so that's a good sign.
Good signs are better than not.
Karen just looks at it. Right, well, don't let me keep you from wherever it is you were heading. I just am watching out.
Why?
So no one attacks her while she sleeps.
Why?
Because it's hard to fight back when you're asleep.
But why do you care?
We're traveling together.
Why?
Because we're going to the same place.
What place is that?
Grace.
Why would you go there?
Because there's business that needs tending to.
Are you a businessman?
Yes. Can't you tell?
No, I've never met a businessman.
This is what we look like.
Interesting. And she's a businessman?
Yes.
Huh. Weird.
Very.
It walks over to where you were, Varian, and sits on its butt and is just watching Clover.
What are you doing?
I'm watching.
Why?
Because that's what you were doing?
Do you always do what others are doing?
Not all the time.
So you do think for yourself sometimes?
I think for myself most of the time.
And you just decide to do what others do?
If it looks fun.
Does this really look fun?
Yes.
Sitting in the same spot for hours?
You've been doing this for hours?
I mean, usually hours. I only just started tonight. There's still hours to go.
You do this every night?
Yes.
When do you sleep?
I don't.
That's fancy.
Is that what's considered fancy?
I mean, you get a whole extra day pretty much. If you count nighttime as daytime.
It's more hours to do things, but I mean, right now I'm mostly just keeping guard and thinking.
What are you thinking about?
The world and the state it's in.
It's a pretty big thought.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had thoughts that big. My head might blow up.
Well, you could try. Think about your Feywilds, the sickness.
Those are multiple thoughts, though.
It's all regarding the world and the state of it presently. And the key
There's keys now?
to this thinking is silence.
Silence is key. It goes quiet.
Perfect. Just what I want. I will keep watch with my new Fey Raccoon friend.
Who may or may not be fear because it's the same as kid fear.
Yeah, that's fear.
Clover.
Hi.
Do I have my sense of fear still?
Yes, you do.
It's not fear.
God damn it, I made him paranoid.
New thing. You're an apostle in disguise.
It's the raccoon apostle.
The apostle of raccoons.
The apostle of rabies.
He takes away the rabies.
You only don't have rabies if he's around. Okay. Hi.
Clover,
Yeah.
you're having a fantastic dream
No.
about being at a super fancy restaurant in a super fancy dress. Now, isn't this nice, Clover?
Am I aware it's a dream? I mean, I've been fucking around with my dreams this entire time, so. Clover is going to freeze in the memory dream, and her eyes are gonna lock on his face. And she's gonna say, I'm gonna kill you.
Ever the feisty one.
Can I fireball his face? No, I'm not gonna ask. I'm going to fireball his face.
I don't know, Clover, can you?
I think a mega fireball might be in order.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna mega fireball his face.
All right.
Really conflagrate thy enemies.
All right. Are you maintaining your sitting position or are you going to stand?
I'm gonna stand.
Okay. As you stand abruptly, all the chatter and the general restaurant sounds stop. Everyone just stares at you as you mega fireball Perth, and it splashes over him, and his whole chair ignites.
He's just sitting there in the fire. Doing what? Saying what?
That's no way to behave in public, Clover.
Why won't you die?
He stands, walks out of the flaming chair. Is it on fire?
Clover backs up.
As you back up, he's no longer in front of you, and you back up into him. And he tightly grips your shoulders.
Clover is going to hold her breath, close her eyes, and imagine that she is back in the fire plane.
Okay. As you do that, you hear him right next to your ear. You belong to me, Clover.
Do I go away?
It is still very quiet, and your eyes are closed, so...
I open my eyes.
As you open your eyes, you notice you're still in the restaurant, but half of the restaurant is gone, and it's melding with the fireplane like it is trying to switch over, but you're being anchored to the restaurant.
Can I try and rip away from Bastard Face?
You sure can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, roll a athletics check.
Oof, 23.
Right, as you squirm to try and rip free, you feel his grip on your shoulders get tighter. I'll never let you go, Clover.
I'm gonna think about my entire body being on fire.
Alright, you ignite and are engulfed in flames.
He's still holding me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna think about water surrounding his head.
Alright, roll a flat check.
Sure. This dice is really just not it today.
All your dice are not it.
Every day.
Every time.
So,
Ah, yes. Check the dice from the dice jail. Maybe that'll treat you better.
what am I rolling? It's a 2. I rolled a 2.
You're rolling a flat check.
I rolled a 2. Which doesn't seem good in this situation.
2s are never good in any situation. Alright, you think about that and nothing happens.
Think about it again. But harder. Oh, it's a 12. I thought it was another 2. I'm freaking out. It's a 12, a 12.
You think about water and hear audible gasps from the other restaurantees. Perth will turn you so you're facing him, and you see his head is encased in water, and it looks like it's been there for a very long time, and his skin's bloated just in that like water sphere, and it's rotting off, and there's chunks floating in the water.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm gonna discorporate out of his grasp.
I was wondering you're gonna think of that.
She was panicking. It's fine.
Right, you turn to Ash and discorporate out of his grasp.
Is the water still there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess what's happening with the people around me, is the fire plane there or not? Like,
The fireplane's half there. It is being melded with the restaurant. The other people in the restaurant are almost non-responsive, even though sometimes they will respond to what happens to Perth. Other than that, they don't move, they don't make sound. Almost like they're mannequins.
is there any way I can run out of the restaurant?
Usually people use their legs when they want to run.
I just want to know if there is a path.
Yeah, you could run out towards that direction through the tables and stuff.
Okay, that's what I do.
Alright. You run past a couple tables and hit the part of the dream where it is fireplane and hit that red sand. And as you are outside the restaurant, you can see it almost looks like half of a building has been just tossed into the fireplane, and it almost looks like it's broken and just laying on the ground.
The fuck? Okay.
And you see Perth outstretching his arms towards you.
Still with the bloated head?
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying. Okay, I run for it.
Alright, you run, and the chunk of building gets smaller and smaller in the distance.
Okay, what's going on in the fire plane? In my dream.
In the dream
In
plane?
the dream fire plane.
Dreamy plane. There are a few birds flying overhead, partially on fire, partially covered in red feathers. For a second you think they're following you, and then they'll curve off and fly away. Past a building that looks like it It's made out of dirt. It looks like it's been fired in a kiln and it's all shiny.
Okay.
You don't see any people.
Okay. I guess in like the dreamscape, I'll run at full speed for probably 10 minutes or so, and then sit down in the sand and try to catch my breath while being upset about things.
You run for 10 minutes, pass a couple more animals, sit down in the sand. I don't want to punish you, Clover.
Where's that coming from?
Around you.
You motherfucker.
Go away.
No. You know, that's no way to talk to me.
I said go away.
As you say that, you feel a hand on your head.
From what direction?
Behind you.
I turn.
You turn and you see Perth, still with the water around his head.
Okay.
Is it real? Is this not real? Is this real?
Clover is gonna try and dismiss the water because it's just fucking gross and like really disturbing more than it should be.
Right, you dismiss the water and his face is still very rotted, but it's not encased in water anymore, so he has that going for it.
Okay.
You know, words.
I discorporate through him the other direction and run.
Oh, Clover. Run all you like. And he just gets smaller and smaller in the distance as you run.
Okay. Clover is full-blown panic because she can't get away from him in her dream. And is just gonna run until she collapses. Okay.
Roll a fortitude save.
For sure. Sure. 32.
Okay. Varian.
Varian. Varian.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, you.
Hello. What you doing?
Keeping watch with my raccoon pal. What's Clover doing in her sleep? Is she doing weird shit? She on fire again?
Roll a perception check.
35?
You see Clover tossing and turning a bit. Doesn't look like a very peaceful sleep. And then you'll hear next to you, "That's pretty."
Varian will look over to his raccoon buddy and look at where they're looking.
They're looking at Clover.
What's pretty?
Do you not see it?
See what?
The glow?
Varian will look back over at Clover. Do I see a glow?
Not with 35.
What glow?
Your friend's glowing.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of glow?
Amberish.
Okay, sure, she's glowing. Varian will look at Clover again to see if it looks like she's in pain or if just having uncomfortable dreams where she's tossing and turning.
She doesn't seem to be in pain, just uncomfortable.
That's fine. That's acceptable.
Roll another perception check.
What?
Roll well.
Well, can you not wish well? Because I rolled a 3 because of you. So 22.
That has to do with me.
That's because Nikki wanted it, so I rolled like shit. So now it's a 22.
Okay.
Use one of your hero points, bitch.
No, I'm not wasting my delicious hero points on that.
Proceeds to forget them.
It's a waste.
Are you sure you want to take her to Grace?
Why?
Well, they're not too fond of people like her there.
They're not fond of people like her in a lot of places.
Good point. Good point. Guess business must be important.
It is. It's not like we're staying. I don't think. We've other stuff to do.
Other business?
Other business. Other places.
All that business must keep you busy.
That's the point.
Why do you want to stay busy so much? And as it's asking you questions, it's going to climb into your lap.
Well, don't you get bored of just walking around, sitting around, staring at things? Wouldn't you rather do something?
I've never looked at it like that. I just walk around and every instance is a new moment. Like this one. Never done this before.
Well, think about it this way. Say you looked at a new moment and you figured out what was causing the Fae to get sick, and you felt like you had the power to stop it or help prevent it. Wouldn't you spend every moment beyond that trying to achieve that goal?
Yes. Can you do that?
No, I don't know what's causing the Fae to get sick, but if I find out and I have the means to help stop it, I'll do what I can.
I knew I could trust you. You do give off very mixed vibes, though.
Mixed how?
Well, you seem Fae-ish, but also dead.
I am dead. Well, not alive.
It's just very confusing.
Also, I guess would I be technically Fae? I don't know. That's all very confusing.
Like I said, very confusing. Do you not know if you're Fae or not?
Well, we're from the ethereal plane. We're supposed to manage the dead. But the leader is, as I've found out, here on the material plane, is an archfey. And they create us, so would that not technically make us Fae?
Yes.
So then I'm a Fae, I guess.
Never met a dead Fae before.
Not alive. There's a difference, somewhat.
Sorry, not alive Fae before. Never heard of the ethereal plane either.
It's where souls go after they die, or at least where they're supposed to go.
Are they not going there anymore?
No,
Why not?
I don't know. Well, the plane allegedly has been closed. Allegedly by my archfey. But I don't know for sure if that's true or not.
So are you here to guard the door or something?
The door.
To the ethereal plane that's closed.
There's no door. Exactly. And no, that's not why I'm here.
I don't mean an actual door. Just the way to get there. If it's closed. Did you close it?
No, I did not. Were you not listening?
No, when you... Because you have to open doors to go through them. And did you close it when you got here? Or is it still open?
It was closed before I got here, and it's still closed now.
How'd you get here then?
That's part of what I don't understand.
Maybe unalive Fae can walk through doors.
There's no... Yes, sure. Unalive Fae. Yeah, okay.
You see Clover toss and turn some more. Roll another perception check.
He wants me to see that glow. He really wants me to see that glow, and this dice doesn't. 24.
Okay.
She looks darker.
There's an absence of light around her.
It's the abyss.
With a 24, though, you see a squirrel run over to you.
Oh my god. Why are you tormenting him with critters?
I'm not a Disney princess.
That was Chaz's job.
I look at the raccoon, and then the squirrel, and back at the raccoon. Friend of yours?
No, that's a squirrel.
You're not friends with animals?
Not with every animal. I don't know all of them.
So you don't know this squirrel?
It stares at it for a sec. Nope, never seen it before.
What do you want, squirrel?
It paws at your boot and squeaks.
You can't have my boot.
You see the raccoon shuffle in your lap, so its front paws are sticking out and are accessible. And it starts swiping at the squirrel to get it to leave.
Do you not want to be friends with that squirrel?
I don't know. Maybe. It just seems mischievous.
Marion will outstretch his hand with the palm up to the squirrel. Just want to see what the squirrel will do.
You feel it sniff your hand a little bit and then bite your finger.
I will withdraw my hand slightly and then flick at it. I'm not gonna hurt you, but fuck off.
It scampers away.
guess it was a little mischievous.
Clover.
Hi.
That's what I'm doing this episode.
Apparently that's what you're doing.
You're having intense dreams that take an episode or more.
You run until your legs can't physically hold you anymore
Yeah.
and collapse.
How long has it been in Dreamland?
Feels like it's been either 5 minutes or 8 hours.
I hate Dream. Okay.
As you lay on the ground, tuckered yourself out, have you?
I'm gonna discorporate forward and then just continue discorporating forward.
Roll a fortitude save.
Sure. 32.
You keep discorporating forward until there is no ground below you, and you start to fall. You fall for about 30 feet and then hit the ground and start rolling down a hill.
This is a great dream. Okay.
As you hit the bottom of the hill and stop rolling, roll a perception check.
30.
It looks like you are in a deep riverbed that is dry, and there is a hand reaching out, outstretched to help you up.
Is it Perth's hand?
It looks humanish.
Clover's gonna look at the hand. My legs are just dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then look up to whoever owns the hand.
It belongs to Perth. Have you had your fun now, child?
Clover's gonna close her eyes and cover her ears.
Right, you feel like you're being lifted off the ground, flung over someone's shoulder, and then a couple seconds later, you feel like you're being tossed onto the floor.
Like the floor of a different place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Clover opens her eyes.
You are in a stone courtyard with a gate opening on the other side and a kid walking out.
Okay. So I am on the ground with my legs dead.
Mm-hmm.
Perth is nowhere.
Perth is up in his normal seat.
Okay, and there is a, like, how old of a kid?
14.
I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here.
Clover closes her eyes again.
Right, as you close your eyes, you hear the tentative footsteps of the child get closer, and then you start feeling like you're getting punched.
Clover does not fight back.
Okay. Start hearing the crowd chant the Copper Queen mixed with booze.
Uh-huh. Clover is going to imagine herself being elsewhere.
Where elsewhere would you like to imagine yourself?
Clover is going to think about the common room in Repentance, because that's the most positive experience she's had in one inside place as of late.
Okay.
Okay.
The punching starts to feel lighter and lighter until it disappears.
Clover opens her eyes to squint.
You are on the floor of the living room area of Repentance. Perth is sitting on the couch.
Anybody else there?
Nope. You hear, "You came here. You want to ruin this place as well."
What did I ruin?
He gets up and walks over to you and extends his hand again. "I can show you
Show me what exactly.
everything you've ruined."
Clover takes a deep breath and takes his hand.
Right, he pulls you up, and you are in the Mini Hands Infirmary.
I see.
And you see Penny treating a wounded person, but she is heavily burnt, shouldn't be moving, very dead,
Okay.
but is going about her business.
Fun. Okay.
And then she turns and looks at you. As she's looking at you, you see her shift into Aveline, and you are standing in Aveline's bedroom. Roll perception check.
I don't know if I even need to tell you what I rolled.
Did someone crit fail?
I had someone crit failed, yes.
Alright. Never mind.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay.
25.
You see the shadow of someone behind you being cast in front of you. And it looks like they are suspended in the air by their neck.
No.
What's Aveline's vibe?
She is sitting on her legs, disheveled, weeping into her hands.
Okay, no. Clover is going to close her eyes and again pretend that she is elsewhere.
As you attempt to do that, we aren't done, Clover.
Yes, you are.
Don't you want to see the rest?
Clover doesn't say yes, but doesn't say no.
You suddenly start hearing screams.
Okay. I look around.
You see Nash on a table, his dad bent over him with a dagger, dragging said dagger through his chest.
Why? I don't understand.
You belong to me, Clover.
No, I don't.
Everyone around you suffers when you disobey.
This is a great way to make her not want to go to Grace. Okay.
Make him stop. Please.
Why are you having that vibe right now? What? No.
Varian.
Fun.
Oh. What's up? Roll perception check.
28.
You hear a group of people loudly talking to each other, getting closer, and it sounds like they're looking for a place to rest. They don't exactly know you're there.
Varian will quietly grab his bow.
I thought you were gonna say his raccoon. I'm so sorry.
And get off my lap. I need to be ready.
For what?
Do you not hear them?
Are they not friends of yours?
No.
You'll get up and hop off your lap?
Varian will stand and position himself to keep an eye on them from just around the corner, just, peeking out, watching. And like, what are you doing? Getting ready to kill you? Yeah, you're getting ready to die. Okay. Anyway.
Alright, as you're doing that, you feel little claws climbing up your body.
Okay.
And rest atop your shoulder. What are we doing?
I'm watching them to see what they try to do.
I thought you didn't like to just watch.
I don't, but I have to see what they're doing.
So it's not bad to just watch sometimes.
Sometimes. What are they doing?
You roll a perception check.
A lot better. 38.
You see a group of 5 humanoids in full leathers, chatting amongst themselves, getting closer and closer.
They're getting closer. I should probably stop that. Do they have weapons?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they just walked off road and were like, hey, there's a good spot. Let's just go camp there. Potentially. Varian will sidestep out from the tree with his bow drawn, aimed at them. Halt!
They raise their hands. Sorry, didn't mean to frighten you.
What's your business?
Looking for a place to sleep?
Well, it's not here.
I can see that. We're just gonna go.
See that you do.
You hear in your ear, should probably kill him.
They haven't done anything. Quiet.
Okay.
What makes you say that?
They smell like Archon.
So do I have one of their cloaks.
No, you don't.
What are you talking about? I have my cloak.
Not the cloak. You don't smell like Archon.
What's the group doing?
They are slowly backing away.
I'll let them continue to back away.
Okay. They continue to back away further and further until they feel comfortable to turn around and to start walking away.
I'll keep my eyes on them. Make sure they're really walking away.
Right, they get back on the road and start walking in the direction of Grace.
Did it look like any of them was the lead one?
They all had very matching leathers on.
Didn't look like there was someone in charge in that group?
Mm-mm.
Then I'll mark the one that spoke as my prey. Just to keep things good. So that if they try and go out of sight and then double back around, I can be more aware and ready.
Okay. And you mark the one that apologized for interrupting you, and
He's gonna learn.
and they leave.
Okay. No, if they're very far away, I'll just start shooting. I have really good range. No, I'm
Anyway, I
kidding.
started blasted.
Anyway, started blasting.
Honestly, if they're far enough away, I can shoot at them that by the time they get back to me, I'll probably have killed them all.
They continue to leave further and further away.
Okay. Do they look like Archon foot soldiers?
They do.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Quick with the murder.
Just them.
Because they're Archon.
Mm-hmm. They're the leading cause of death, you know.
Right. You've said that.
Twice now.
Well, they didn't disturb you.
Kinda did. Kinda did.
There was 5 of them and only 1 of me. I was being smart. Although I probably could have killed them all.
I can't tell if you're being humble or prideful right now. Also, there's not 1 of you, there's 2. I'm here.
I don't know your fighting capabilities.
I don't have any.
Well, then it's a good thing. Because what if they killed me?
And I would probably be next.
Exactly. And this way, you survive. For sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your friend stopped glowing.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Do you care if I check?
Check how? You can see she stopped glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can check if it's a bad thing or not.
How would you do that?
If she's dead.
Varen will look back over at her. At the clover.
At the clover.
At the clover.
You see a clover?
Is she moving?
Nope.
Does it look like she's
She's
breathing?
asleep.
Does it look like she's breathing?
Roll a perception check.
33.
It does look like she's breathing.
I can see her breathing from here. She's fine.
That's good. Friends who die are not fun.
I wouldn't know.
That's good. I do.
I have friends that are alive and dead. And not dead.
What?
I have made friends with living people. I have made friends with people that have died. And other Eladrin who are
Not alive.
not alive.
Right.
Yes.
So you've made friends with like everyone.
No. Just every type, I guess, if you categorize them by living status.
Have you made any friends with any undead people? And is there a difference between unalive and undead?
I mean, undead would probably be categorized as those that have died and come back, in which case, yes, I'm friends with them. Unalive would be like the Eladrin. We are made, we're not alive. But obviously, we're not dead either.
Would that make you constructs?
What is a construct?
Something
Like-
that's made, that's not alive, but
How?
not dead?
Is that the only way you would define a construct?
It's the easiest way to define one.
I guess, sure. By that definition, I'm a construct.
Interesting. You don't look like one.
What What do constructs look like? If they're made, couldn't they look like anything?
Technically, yes. Although, usually they're more bulky. Less refined, like yourself.
When you say bulky, do you mean more muscle mass, or do you just mean mass in general?
Mass in general.
I see.
Less, like, instead of having a hand with fingers, they just have, like, a nub with a couple of digits. Just less detail, you know?
Right. That makes sense.
But I guess if the creator person of whoever made you is really skilled, I guess they could. If you are a construct, that is, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe. I guess it depends on who's defining it and how they define it. We do have our own consciousness, so I don't know if that factors into it.
It does. Constructs typically don't.
Then I guess I'm not a construct.
Huh. You're like a mystery person.
Thanks. Varian's still looking out in the direction the group went, making sure they're not doubling back.
They are not doubling back.
How long has it been?
Since they left, or in general?
In general, since Clover went to sleep.
About 5 hours.
Okay. Varian will maintain his position and keep a full scan of the area every couple minutes, a full 360, just to make sure no one's approaching from any direction.
Roll a perception check.
36.
All seems calm. Your raccoon buddy's still on your shoulder, just chilling. Clover.
Hi.
Hi.
You're scaring me.
As you are saying that, roll a perception check.
32.
You see the shadows of the room get very dark, and these black tendril-like hands shoot out from them and wrap around Perth and start to pull him towards their individual shadows, to the point where he starts losing limbs.
Okay, this is unexpected. Clover's jaw drops.
As one of the shadowy hands is pulling Perth's head, it pops off the rest of his torso.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Okay.
And you hear, "I'll be waiting, Clover. This can't stop me."
Yes, it can.
And you see his body pieces disappear into the shadows, and a bunch of shadowy smoke starts to spill out of your shadow and circle around you.
In a violent way?
Mm-mm. No.
Okay.
Just in a encompassing way.
Clover is standing in place, looking around because she doesn't understand. Her dreams don't usually do this.
And you feel the shadows grip around you like a very large hand, where you're fitting in the palm of this large hand, and you are lifted through the ceiling of the room you were in. Suddenly, you're in water, and you're being pulled through an ocean.
In the palm of this hand.
Mm-hmm. And then, as you break the surface of the water turns to lava, and you're being pulled out of a lava pit.
Am I burning?
No.
Okay.
And
I'm breathing fine, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. Nifty.
And you're being pulled through the air. And as you pass through a cloud, you lose vision for a second until you realize you're inside of a tube made of wood. And you break out the top and realize you were in a tree still being pulled upwards.
The actual fucking kind of high-ass trippy dream is this?
And as you continue to get pulled upwards, you see yourself sleeping, and it looks like you're being pulled towards yourself. And as you collide with yourself, you jolt awake.
Okay. So Clover jolts awake, as is foretold, shaking and breathing heavily, as is normal, and frantically looking around to try and get her bearings.
Right, you see Varian doing whatever Varian's doing, keeping guard.
With a raccoon buddy.
Standing there with a raccoon on my shoulder, looking around.
You'll need a perception check for that.
Or maybe not. You don't know.
Oh my god. This is the only time that I ever rolled well all session. 36.
Yeah, you see a little tinted green raccoon with 6 paws just chilling on Varian's shoulder.
Okay. Clover's gonna look over and wipe some tears from her face, probably, and blink.
Is he here?
Oh, you're awake. Hello.
Hi.
Clover is gonna take a deep inhale and lift shaky hands to her face and rub her eyes and then blink back at Varian because she's not sure she's still dreaming or not.
Is he real?
Yeah, they're called Eladrin, apparently.
What?
This is my new Fae friend. I actually didn't get your name.
What's your name?
It's Perth.
God, no!
It's Parth. I didn't get yours either.
Don't answer. We'll tell you our names, but you can't have them.
I didn't ask to have them. I thought we were friends. Why would I take your name?
There are some Fae out there that are trying to take my name. So I am just clarifying that you cannot take it, but I will tell you it. My name is Varian, and that is Clover. What is your name?
I doubt you could pronounce my name, but you could call me Sock.
Sock.
Clover is looking around, distracted, looking jumpy and paranoid.
I take it you did not get good rest. You were tossing and turning a lot.
What'd you just say?
He said that you slept like crap.
Oh, yeah. Did anything happen? I was asleep.
Yeah, some Archon showed up, but he didn't kill him.
They were probably trying to find a place to camp, and I sent them on their way.
Oh.
And he showed up, and you were tossing and turning.
And you glowed?
You were apparently glowing. I didn't see it, but they could see it. He said an amber color.
I see. I don't want to go back to sleep.
Well, that's good, because we need to keep traveling.
I don't know if I can.
What do you mean?
I don't know if I can do this.
What do you mean?
Clover doubles over and holds her head.
Your brothers are gonna be waiting for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you new to business manning?
What?
I told him we have business in Greece, and he asked if we were businessmen. So I said yes.
I'm not a man at all.
It's a term, I think.
Business...
Girl. Child. She's a business child.
I'm not a child.
Clover's gonna stand and start packing all her things. What time is it? It's probably like super early morning.
It's about 4 o'clock in the morning.
I didn't get 8 hours today.
Nope.
Nope, I did not.
Are you sure you're ready? Or do you wanna...
I'm not going back to sleep.
Good job, Kenan.
You're welcome.
I don't think you're rested enough, though. You seem very irate.
Not irate. Fine.
I thought her name was Clover.
Her name is Clover.
Okay.
That's how she's acting.
Oh.
Okay.
Clover packs up all her stuff and moves towards Varian, snaps a twig on the way and jumps, and then continues towards him.
Are you sure you don't want to try and go back to sleep?
No,
No, you're not sure.
I'm not going back to sleep.
Okay.
Clover, roll a perception check.
Okay. 32.
You see a sock reaching their little paws out towards you.
Do you want food or something?
No.
What do you want?
Take my paws.
Why though?
Take them and you'll find out.
Should I get you a knife
Why would she need a knife?
so she can take your paws?
She doesn't need a knife for that.
What's gonna happen if I take your paws?
All good things.
Insight? No, not insight. This is not D&D. I want a perception check.
Okay.
Oh. 37.
They seem on the up and up.
Clover adjusts her things more over her back and look up at the raccoon and squint and then shakily grab the paws.
Alright, you grab the paws. Clover,
What?
look at me.
Clover looks at the raccoon with wide eyes.
Hi.
Hi.
You're okay.
I'm not though.
You're okay.
No, I'm not.
You're okay.
I am.
Breathe.
I'm breathing though.
Better.
Okay.
Match my breathe.
My breath. Is this our anxiety raccoon? Anxiety raccoon.
Some emotional support animal.
And you can tell he's trying to like breathe deeply, but he's just much smaller than you, so it's just like your normal breath.
Okay. She's trying to match his breath.
You're okay. It was just a dream.
How do you know I was dreaming?
I've been here a while.
Oh,
Me and my bestest buddy Varian have been watching.
you're best friends? I didn't know about you.
I met him last night.
It's the same night, Varian.
Well, you
It's
made
this
friends
night.
really fast.
He's a trustworthy dude. He asked me like 3 questions and he passed, so
Oh. I'm okay. Okay. Thanks.
you can feel his paws squirming in your hands trying to like get out.
Oh,
Clover lets go of his paws.
sorry.
For what?
I was holding onto your hands longer than you wanted.
It's okay.
For your paws.
It's okay.
Okay, Sock. Thanks.
I too need an anti-anxiety raccoon. Please.
And one there.
No. Thanks everyone so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed recruiting an emotional support raccoon fae creature.
We have social media. Check us out at Top Around on Facebook and Instagram and at Totercast on Twitter. We also have a website, toterpodcast.com. We're also on TikTok and Blue Sky at the aforementioned places. So just look at the bio. Not the bio. Look at the show notes. That's where stuff is. And you can click it and follow us. Do it.
Or else our sock will whisper in my ear to kill you.
Thank you to our Vessel and Witness tier patrons, Jermaine, Grayson, and Ray. We so appreciate you guys. Thank you so much to our Apostle tier patrons, Ray, the Apostle of Scorn, Grayson, the Apostle of Joy, Artem K, the Apostle of Compassion, Alyssa, the Apostle of Rage, Jem, the Apostle of Curiosity, Bluebird, the Apostle of Awkwardness, Namis, the Apostle of Bitterness, Gabe, the Apostle of Anticipation, and Kobe Beef, the Apostle of Bewilderment. Thank you so much for all of your continued support. You help us be able to continue producing this show, and we really appreciate that. If you would like to join the Ranks of Apostles and get your own sweet title, go to patreon.com/taptheround. FYI, We are no longer posting on Twitter. Find us on Blue Sky.
A goodbye.
But